Hello. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Role Playing Guys. This is Spencer hopping in here for another quick intro. As you know, this is episode 2 of our dive into the game Power Outage in our 6th season. This game was sent to us by Beberse El Taib. I am really sorry if I mispronounced your name because I know I did. I hope I came close and I wasn't too offensive in the way that I did it. Sorry about that. Anyway, he's created an awesome game that is designed specifically for children, which is something that we have never played before. We've never played this style of game before, so it's really exciting to do this. And if you're curious about it and you want to try it out for yourself, this game is already available for purchase if you go to DriveThruRPG or if you go to the website PowerOutageGame.com. We'll provide a link to both of those in the description to this episode. If you are developing a game and you want us to test your game for you, or you have a great game that you want to hear played on a podcast, please send us your ideas. You can do that via DM on any of our social media accounts on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or you could email us at rolepg13@gmail.com. Please do not forget to check out our website for the reviews of the other games that we have already played. Thank you so much to our patrons over the land of Patreon, Brad, Jules, and Steven. You are the prescription to our glasses. Without you, we'd just be frames of no use sitting on the face of the world. On a more serious note, we want to remind you to continue to follow medical expert guidance for the pandemic of COVID-19. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's over. Check out the CDC and the WHO website for the best information. Additionally, we want to continue our support for the Black Lives Matter movement as well as the Use of Force Project. We have included links to their websites in the description to this episode. Please continue to educate yourself on the topic of race and support these movements as they are trying to guarantee justice, equality, and safety for everyone. These are awesome causes that we should all get behind. There isn't much else to say on the topic other than please do your part. That's all I have for this. Let's get to the episode.
Trying the game to what? Going on?
No, my gain, just my gain, I turned it a little bit down.
Gain.
But I got some gain going, and it's freaking power.
I was gonna say, turn off Borderlands, man.
I wish. Borderlands is a blast. Too bad we're not playing that RPG.
Hey, the Borderlands collection was free on the Epic Games Store. Not anymore, but it was last week or so ago.
Is Paul playing
anyway?
I came up with this name for my punch, and I really like it, so I was listening.
Which one was that?
Sticks and Bricks.
Sticks and Bricks. All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Role Playing Guys and our Power Outage mini-series. We are pumped to have you guys here in our superhero shenanigans. And let's start it up. We got Spencer. He's chapping his lips right now.
No, I'm unchapping them with chapstick.
We have Nick.
Hello.
We have Rebecca.
Hey.
And we have a guest star today who I love a lot. Brianna.
Yeah. Woo.
So she's going to be joining us probably for the next episode. This one and probably the next one, which I'm hoping will be the finale of this little mini arc that we're doing. Unless you guys love it so much, we can keep going.
Oh, I was thinking that this was going to be 4 or 5 episodes.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I guess I have a little bit more time than I thought.
I can actually have a backstory now.
No backstories.
Oh.
All right, but let's start it up with a sweet recap by Nick, our recap specialist.
Okay. Stupid motorcycles. Okay.
That was Nick getting ready to do his recap.
Nick was revving up there.
Anyway,
vocal exercises.
yeah, we live next to a semi-busy street. In any case, so last time we introduced ourselves to the 3 characters, to the Tempest, to Mr. Dimension, and to Wet Willie. Basically, Big Peter, leader of the Hunky Heroes, he's kind of like taking us through orientation and stuff, and had us do our first job together at some kind of plant where we were looking for Dr. Newton, I believe it was.
Dr. Joey, yeah.
Dr. Joey.
Yeah, Dr. Joey. Dr. Joey was being captured by some guy in a trench coat who had some sort of bright light laser power of some kind, and his thugs were the Breakfast Club, a couple of pancake minions, and a milk and cereal minion. So we beat them, but unfortunately, thanks to plot armor and plot speed, and the trenchcoat guy got away.
Or superpowers.
Superpowers, dude. The power of escaping Mr. Dimension. Very specific, but it worked. I really feel
like Mr. Dimension would have caught up with him, because he can literally, anyway, whatever.
I guess he just couldn't.
I guess he couldn't do it.
You can't Dormammu everything.
True.
So
Strange.
we talked with several of these scientists there, as well as we were able to convince one of the pancake people to spill the beans, I guess. So we were looking around, and it looks like Dr. Joey was looking into was studying the origins of superpowers. Apparently, a lead that we have is that we might be able to pick up the trail of the trenchcoat guy at a diner named, I believe, Gabriel. The Gabriels?
The La Gabriel.
La Gabriel, yeah.
La Gabriel. Right. Well, it was the Gabriel. La and the. They're both
the La Gabriel. It was both.
That's right, it was. Anyway, I believe that pretty much covers it. We were, after talking to the doctors, the scientists, we decided we wanted to go to the La Gabrielle and investigate there.
Okay.
We did have, additionally, a bit of a clue on who this kidnapper or Newton-napper is.
Newton-napper.
And whenever they pass by organic material, it grew a lot.
Oh, that's right, it did. Yeah. Might be a hint to the origin of its powers or something.
Perhaps it's from the, the forest? The great forest?
I don't know, lasers and stuff makes you think of
It's from the great forest spirit I blew up last mini arc.
The overgrowth. The overgrowth, that's what it is.
Oh, the city of the overgrowth. Okay. Anyone want to pitch in anything else? Any other details? Rebecca's very quiet. Do you want to throw in anything in, Tempest?
She's looking at sweaters.
Shush.
Yeah, superhero sweaters.
No capes.
No capes.
No.
All right.
Capes are for rookies.
Capes are for rookies, I agree.
Yeah, we don't have capes in our squad.
Gets in the way of dimensional travel.
Well, it does have a shawl. I mean, most of the time it's over his legs, but
is it like a little
when it's
blanket?
Chilly. Yeah, it's over his legs most of the time, but it also can double as, a cover-up.
There you go.
You
Yeah,
gotta
or
keep
shock
those ladies
blanket.
warm.
He's got to do something a little sketchy. He wraps it around his face. All right. Well, let's start it up. So after the attack on the laboratory, you return to the HHA and you rest over the night. You wake up in the morning. Big Gutbuster has created a big hearty breakfast, and he introduces you to this woman. Actually, I guess we appear like a woman.
You can't really tell, but you guess it's a woman.
So what do you look like?
Okay, so I kind of have like a badly tattered purple scarf kind of wrapped around my face. You can kind of see like two yellow eyes that glint when the light catches it, like when you catch a coyote like out in the woods with a flashlight. But I'm just covered in like garbage. But you can kind of tell, you can tell by the way I walk like I'm like female, but
So female.
yeah.
The way she used to work, she's a woman, man, no time to talk.
Well, good morning, guys. I made you some scrumptious brunch. Not made of the pancakes we fought yesterday. I promise they're fresh.
I was going to ask.
But we, since you guys did pretty bad on your first run through, I figured I would call in for a little help. So I called my friend Junkyard. So yeah, Junkyard, introduce yourself.
Oh, already?
Yeah. You gotta do it. Superheroes gotta be ready.
Okay, well, my name's Junkyard. And, you guys gonna finish that?
Have at it.
You don't want it?
Nope, no, all yours.
As long as you don't want it.
And she lifts her like kind of long fingernails, like I don't know how she wipes with the fingernails. They're super long, but you can see them sticking out of her like tattered garbage sleeve. And she like telepathically lifts like your food leftovers and she like gobbles it down. Lifts it over to herself.
So, yeah, I'm Junkyard and I can do that. And I can do it again. Are you gonna finish that, Mr. Portal guy?
So this is Mr. Dimension? The guy who's really flat. Then we got Tempest, who's the lady. And then...
Flat? Explain flat.
He worked with NASA.
You flat earther?
I mean, no, I work for Spacey the Spacey Co. now. I used to work for NASA when I was a child prodigy. I'll show you. And so he turns 2-dimensional. You see basically him, but he's paper thin, and he goes back to being 3-dimensional.
So he's Paper Mario, and then we got Wet Willie, my bro, over here.
Hello, this is Gutbuster, and of course I am Wet Willie.
So, has anyone ever gave you a Wet Willie, or... You sound like you really enjoy it.
Absolutely not.
He controls liquids, so he makes it dry before it gets in. I've tried multiple times.
No, I gotta try.
And she licks her like long fingernail and it's dripping in saliva and she goes up and puts it in your ear.
No, I back in my wheelchair away so you don't get there close.
Man, you're fast.
Yeah, he's a wily one.
Yeah, he's a willy one. Wet Willie.
A willy one.
More like Wet Wheelie, am I right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was good. So
you were fishing for a wheel pun there somewhere.
I was going in circles trying to find one.
So you have some clues on your case. The Garson is gonna hopefully give us a little bit more information about Goldhead or whatever Tempest called him. I can't remember, but the restaurant only opens up for dinner, so you can travel over there and then I guess wait around for a bit until it becomes nighttime.
I mean,
Great.
is there something else that we should be looking into until it becomes night? You mentioned Garson, I suppose. Unless it was, well, what other strong meats did we have besides the La Gabriel?
I do not believe we had anything very strong. We could barely beat a breakfast. I do have a question, Gutbuster. Do we have a database of all the evil villains and ne'er-do-wells where we could search by specific power and perhaps discover what we are looking for?
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, we actually do have something. It's on my HHA app. Let me see. You want me to look up based on Mr.
I have
Flashy?
an Android. Is it capable, or is this on that Apple iOS garbage?
It's actually on both, so I want to be accessible to everyone.
I actually have it on Linux in my phone.
Well, we gotta try hard here.
I got a flip phone from the old ages.
I found in the garbage.
How'd you know?
Just a gut feeling.
Yeah, so Mr. Dimension will
I also have watches.
will type in like something like lasers from face, or would also
While y'all are showing off
or
your
bright
phones,
light, or would also like
No.
type something like makes plants grow and stuff.
While y'all are having that conversation, Tempest is over here with her phone clicking away and like, okay, got it pulled up.
Tempest, how do you open this thing? Voice command power.
Give it here, Grandpa.
If that doesn't work, I have some watches.
And she holds up a robe, and there's
Oh,
20 watches.
Anybody want to buy a sundial?
Tempest, roll a impact check for me.
Okay.
Linux on mobile is a bit different.
Oh gosh. Sorry. That wasn't great.
A little slow.
That was an 11.
11. You kind of begin to scroll through the villain database. You're not finding anything really too similar to what you saw, basically. If anyone wants to roll or make another check also.
I would like to
Junkyard
on
leans
my-
over.
I would like to on my Linux phone.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't use keyword laserface.
Wow. 2 plus 2, that's a gentleman's 4.
You guys are killing
Jeez,
it.
freaking Louise.
Tell me what words you use to Google the powers.
Okay, I find Google.
From the
I find
sounds of
the
it,
term
Mr.
Googling
Dimensions.
offensive.
From the sounds of it, Mr. Dimension searched superpower.
No, I searched among the superpowers for laser face, makes plants grow, and bright shininess, and
A way too specific search.
I got half a
Something
result.
that was like a paragraph
I got half
long.
a
I know, and you got 3 different villains who all specialize in like those 3 different things.
Pretty much. But
Oh, I forgot to add trench coat. Yeah, okay. Okay, that narrows it down to 2 instead of 3.
No, now there's
I think
4. One
Fashion
for each.
choices from World War One.
I'm gonna type an evil guy.
Evil dude. Anyone else want to make that check? If not, we'll.
It almost seems like this plot point will allow anyone to get it.
I'll do it.
I didn't even think about you guys doing this, but if you want to try, I mean, go ahead.
So I roll a d20?
Yeah, so you're just gonna roll
Spencer,
that
you
d20.
might want to find a place to store that lampshade.
What's a
you have.
5? What do I add
That's
to
your
it?
impact. Your
Ah,
No,
9.
you guys all suck at searching on your phones.
I tried Google HAA Scholar for credible sources. Still nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he's on the database, or you guys are just really bad at searching. So,
Well, Gutbuster, you are the teacher. Why don't you show us?
Got to update
crap, you're
Linux.
putting me on the spot. He got a 13, so he kind of begins to scroll too, but he's not clicking anything. He puts in gold helmet, he puts red star.
This is a waste of time.
And he's not finding anything either.
Database needs
He's
some
like, okay, just I'll let you guys use my car, drive over to the district where the restaurant is, just maybe go and relax for just a few hours around town and then just go to the Garsons. Is that good?
One of my favorite things to do is sit at a restaurant from dawn until dusk. This is great.
All right,
Yeah, you do like to sit.
fine.
Does anyone know what their specials are today?
You guys can use the gobbler. It's my giant 6-wheeler truck.
Oh, heck yes.
I'm not licensed to drive that
Does
car.
that
drive.
include the
Junk-
steering
junkyard
wheel?
drives.
What did Willie say?
Does that include the steering wheel?
No. So 7.
I don't have a license for that kind of vehicle. I was going to take my 5-passenger car.
No, trust me, the gobbler's way better.
If it's a choice between your car and the gobbler, going for the gobbler.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So who drives?
What's up?
what do you
Gutbuster,
drive?
are you going to be driving? I have
I am legally not allowed to drive anymore. My license was removed.
I can get you one. I can get you another one.
So
You
does
just
that
say
mean
the word.
Gutbuster, you'll be driving us there? Because
It's not, we need a chauffeur at this
I mean,
point.
if you want, I'll
I can-
drive. And he,
Guys, I can totally drive it. It'll be fine.
Whatever happened to our pancake friend from the last time we were speaking?
hi guys.
Ah,
Hi, you've remembered me. I just eating this. It's my own
does it feel like
kind.
cannibalism as you eat breakfast?
A little bit. Oh, I betrayed my own people. But you guys are cool, I guess.
Friendship.
Friendship is the family you choose, right? I was born yesterday.
Let's go deeper into your backstory. Are you a buttermilk boy?
Yeah, how did you know? I love buttermilk.
Anyway, let's go to
But yeah, so you got the gobbler.
We're getting in the truck, I guess.
The diner's not till tonight.
Is Tempest driving?
Sure.
Please let Tempest drive.
Is Tempest driving?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I don't trust any of us.
All right, Tempest is driving.
Check your mirrors.
Let's have you do another impact check to see if you are able to drive and find your way to the
Woo!
restaurant.
That
Tempest, both hands on the wheel. 10 and 2. 10 and 2.
that is a 22.
Oh wow, good job. Okay, so you're able to start up the guzzler or the gobbler. You grab that thing by the wheel and you just own it. You are driving through the streets, no problem. Maybe scraping the sides of some of the cars parked on the side of the road, but it's whatever.
With the 22 she does
I'm
that?
just kidding. You're fine. You don't hit anything. You get into the district, which is kind of the more poshy, modernist, like kind of richer area of the area of the town, of the city. And after a few hours, night kind of comes, and it's around dinner time, and you are outside Le Gabriel. It is a very, very fine establishment. Just imagine kind of like a nice white columns, very chic. What's that architecture style where it's like very like fancy?
Rococo.
Something gothic. It's like Rome.
Yeah, kind of
Romanesque.
like gothic looking, I guess. Kind of nice
Oh, geez.
architecture. Not like super emo gothic.
There's like
but-
a word to combine with gothic that means kind of like higher and like white marble, grand,
Like
but
that,
with
yeah.
buttresses.
yes,
Yeah.
many buttresses.
Oh, is it Baroque?
Yes,
Something like
it's
that.
Baroque, I guess. I don't even know my own words.
I'm broke.
You guys park, and you see the Le Gabriel. You see that there's not even a line there. It just seems like there's people inside. There's dining. There is a fairly large bouncer in the doorway. You kind of have free reign. I have a map, so if you want to kind of begin to scout around the area to get a hang of the environment, we can do some rolls for that also. So it's up to you.
Well, I feel like sneaking is my specialty. So I would like to... So,
Is it because you can walk through walls literally?
yes, because I can use the second dimension to be undetectable to people. I can use the fourth dimension to phase through walls. And I can use the first dimension to move, to increase my speed by 50%. So...
Ooh-wee. All right, so what are you doing? What is Mr. Dimension doing?
He's like he kind of thinks at this point like, okay, so I couldn't drive the truck or couldn't search for the name. I can at least do this for the group. So he's like, okay, everyone, wait here. I'm going to hop around the place and see what's up. So he basically would like to. Well, maybe a map would be helpful if you want to send that to us, so that I can. Unless you don't think it would be, I don't know.
I'll give you the first floor.
Cool. So basically, what he's doing is that he'll be using a fourth dimension to So normally it's a movement thing where at the end of your movement you have to be substantial, but he can just keep doing that. He can also use the second dimension to flatten himself and to be basically invisible, unless people stare at his exact location really hard.
Don't forget that you only have six uses.
Oh wait, I have 6 uses of his
powers.
powers. Frick. You're right.
Surprise!
Oh no! So
Okay,
so yeah, but I'll say you guys are all recharged from the other encounter. I sent you a little drawing of the map.
Where is the entrance? Okay, number
So
one.
the entrance is number 2. There's like a
Okay.
doorway kind of in the corner. I'll just say you guys kind of walked around the building just to get a little lay of the land. On the top, on number 3, is a loading dock. So you see some delivery boys pretty much loading in boxes from a large white van, basically. There seems to be a lot of food, cooking materials, spices, things like that are going into the back of the restaurant. And then you see kind of in the glass, you see kind of separate rooms. You see a bar, you see a large dining area, and a separate closed-off dining area also. The kitchen you just can't see yet from the outside. But that's mostly what you see is the bouncer in the front waiting area with the waiting room for the people waiting to be seated, basically.
I feel a little underdressed. I should have...
Mr. Dimension is totally correctly dressed because he has a... if you remember, he has some sort of he has like a tux suit with the black bow tie. And, let's see, what's he going to do? So the areas we were able to see were like the entrance and like we were able to look around outside at the loading dock as well. But we haven't like seen inside in like the dining areas, right?
You can kind of see in the dining area. You see a lot of it's a darker kind of scene. There is a lot of light coming from like the stage where there's a kind of like a band playing. Mm-hmm. Kind of like
What's the name of the band? Do we know them?
Oof, that's a great question. You always do this.
Spencer specifically
I
always
didn't even
does
think
this.
about band names. Jeez.
Garage band.
Rhythm rings. I don't know.
Are they more his generation of band or my generation of band?
It's more.
What do you mean by that?
I think she's talking about that one hit band, the Boomers, from back in the 60s.
The Boomers.
The Boomers.
Just because there hasn't been any good music since then doesn't mean you should critique us.
I
do like the
just
Boomers.
asking.
It is an older band, it's kind of more like a smooth jazz, kind of like maybe the 50s kind of era music.
Is it the Boomers? Because if it's the Boomers, I do know the lead singer and the bass player.
Then probably. You might actually know them then.
Awesome. Should I roll for this?
What are you trying to do? Are you
Like,
trying
so
to
they
talk to
remember
them?
you?
No, if I know them, then I Might be able to convince the bouncer to let us in without having to do sneak
I was
roo.
thinking of you.
Okay, so you're gonna try to convince the bouncer to let you in?
Unless Nick wants to do
So
his
the Mystery
sneaking
Dimension
around
will
first.
say to Willie, you know what?
You could
If
do
you think you
multiple
can
ways.
use your connections, I'll let you try that first. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just see myself inside and look around and come back and let you guys know what's going on.
Oh, I would know the music of the Boomers anywhere.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Good sir. Please, this is the Boomers playing, is it not?
And you walk up, and it's a giant hash brown in a tuxedo with sunglasses on. You see his suit is kind of weighing in some areas, like he has some weapons on him. Yeah, what about it? The Boomers, everyone knows the Boomers. I only know them. I was only born last week, but I know them.
Oh, I went to school with Fat Stan, their lead singer. And of course, everybody knows Stanky Jill, their drummer.
That's a girl I can get behind.
Well, that's cool, old man, but this venue's closed, so how about you roll out?
closed. We hear the music. There's conversation going inside. If the place is as open as can be, what are you talking about, small fry?
How does perception work?
It's closed as in you unless you got an invitation or a reservation, you're not coming in.
Actually,
Okay, question. How does perception work?
Oh,
You just roll impact.
Okay, can I roll impact to see if I see any like discarded invitations like inside the diner or anything?
You do that.
Yeah, so
roll, and then
Mr.
what were you
Invention is
saying,
going to
Nick?
say, oh, you know what? I actually do have an invitation, just myself. Let me, he steps forward towards the hash brown bouncer and kind of like makes like to get something in his jacket. And he's going to use the fourth dimension to phase through, to pretty much disappear and phase through the hash brown to the other side around the corner where he can't see him.
So you're going in the building.
You're screwing the rest of us.
I'm screwing the rest of you. What are you talking about?
Split the party. Great idea.
Roll your power check to see if you're able to pull this off.
I'm getting us inside the building. The first thing didn't work.
18.
Okay.
All right, for power, I got 15.
All right. Let's actually roll for him. See if he does not notice. He doesn't notice you phase.
I mean, that is just a movement power as well. So
I was doing it just more to see if he would notice. So you did fine.
Cool.
So you are now past the waiting room. You're kind of in the dining area, I would assume. Is that kind of what you're wanting to do?
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Yeah.
Okay. Junkyard, you with your perception as you're looking for some kind of invitation or reservation token. They usually, all the people who are in there have these fancy kind of tokens that have like a chef's hat on them. It's like a light blue flashing token. You notice that there is a man. He has just recently pulled up. He is pretty intoxicated. But he does have one of those tokens. He's kind of surrounded by a group of kind of fans of people, and there are these two kind of mean-looking bodyguards with him.
Well, shoot, it doesn't look like that's trash to him, so I'm no help here.
Yeah, but there's none in the trash.
Dang it.
Yeah, so unless you got an invitation, old man, you're not getting in. So, sorry.
If you were really sorry, you'd let me see my friends. It's been 2 decades since I spoke with them. Do you have no soul?
I don't. I'm a breakfast food.
You're still sentient.
Roll an impact check to see if you're able to like convince him.
11.
Well, he didn't do very well, so I mean, he's like...
Talk about being a small fry.
You know, the boss doesn't like it, but, I mean, you sound like you know, you're really old, you're probably on your last leg here. Yeah.
It's true. Well, I was, and now I'm in a wheelchair.
So maybe we'll let you in.
This is my granddaughter. She has to know my friends. And this is my nurse.
Which one's your daughter? Which one's your nurse?
You guys choose.
I will never pass as a nurse, lady. I have to be his relative.
All right, well, I mean, there might be a spare table, but I guess you guys can all come in, but don't cause any problems. Capiche?
My dear friend, I promise on all that is pure, I would never make a mess.
All right, well, welcome to the Gabriel. You'll probably never get in another time, so enjoy it.
No.
I'll probably be dead by the next time I come in here.
Thank
you for reminding me of my mortality, friend.
Yeah, but thanks for making my grandpa so happy.
Nurse, hurry up!
Alright.
Yeah, hurry up, nurse.
Okay, so you guys have passed through Area 2, and you're now in the corner of Area 4, kind of near the bar. You see a lot of the tables are just filled with kind of wealthy individuals.
Mr. Dimension kind of looks astounded at all this, and he
families.
joins the group, and he's like, oh, so you got in? Huh.
Yeah, but now we know your true colors.
What? I wasn't betrayed. Whatever. Anyway.
Good defense.
Would you like to keep exploring on your own? I support you.
Grandpa,
We are equals.
Grandpa, you should be so understanding. That guy tried to screw us over. Did you see?
As superhero companions, we are equals. Why don't you survey the scene, friend Dimension?
I mean, yeah, I have. Well, what have I... So, over the past few minutes while they were...
What have you seen?
What have I been seeing, Tyler? As I was looking around the dining room area.
I'm assuming in the dining room area, you see the stage with the boomers are playing. You see that most of the dining room area is filled to the brim with the tables with very delectable foods on them, ranging from, Oriental dishes to kind of almost whatever people want. It just seems like there's not like any one specific type, but it just seems like there's a master who has mastered all the different food types, basically. Most of the people seem like they're fairly well off, wearing similar attire to you. Lots of people at the bar. There seems to be, over by the bar, in between the bar and Area 5, there's another set of bouncers. And then near the stage, there's another door, but that also has another bouncer there also. That's mostly what you've seen in the little time that you're in before.
But no one.
I have to go to the bathroom.
So, trying to remember, we were told that we might either find. I'm not sure if we were told that we'd find the trenchcoat guy or someone affiliated with them here or something. Have we so far seen anyone who looked like suspicious or looked like they might? I don't know. Maybe someone who looked similar to who we were fighting earlier.
We're looking for the Garson.
Oh, right, the Garson.
He was apparently the one that made the breakfast.
Oh, okay. So if probably we would.
And
probably
you notice a lot of the bouncers are made of.
We probably
food.
would want to go to the kitchen then. Because.
Well, I plan B here. The best thing to do to meet the chef is to critique the food and call it trash.
I can certainly do that. I can pretend to be a fancy food critic.
I just want to see you critique. I like it when people critique people. That's my favorite hobby.
You like encouraging other people to trash on other people?
Yeah, I do.
And you're on our side.
You got me there.
Not that I'm questioning it. But...
Anyway, let's see.
And Pancake. Pancake is just out on the gobbler, just keeping the car safe.
I mean, I don't know what
I just remembered he was there.
I felt like you'd be very inconspicuous in here.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't really expect any of the breakfast people to be on our side anyway, eventually. So, I mean, just like... Anyway, Mr. Dimension would like to order... Let's see, you said it was all kinds of food, right?
Correct.
Probably the fanciest, most elite gourmet bowl of cereal possible. And he would like to critique that.
Captain Crunch.
So Tyler,
Captain.
tell me what the most gourmet bowl of cereal looks like.
So you sit down at a table. The waiter comes over. He asks what you want, and you ask that you want the most gourmet bowl of cereal ever, which is made from freshly milked cows from just outside the city.
Oh, you're gonna get some. You're gonna get something bad if you're getting freshly milked cow. If it's not pasteurized,
it's part of the
pasteurization.
It's part of the experience.
The Garson might have some cool abilities.
It's part of the experience. That's why it's so expensive, because you can't really get that same experience really anywhere else.
He loads in, and it's literally just a sweet bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Getting that CTC.
Okay.
But it's like actual like French toast bits like inside of them.
So it's not like cereal that's made to taste like it. It's actual bits of French toast in it. Okay.
Like little tiny pieces of bread, like in a bowl, just filled up.
That have actually been toasted and then. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Does it look like the commercial where they put like fruit on top, like raspberries?
Oh, I mean, if you want,
and they have the little eyeballs.
Yeah, there's one that has little eyeballs.
They all have eyeballs. They're all sentient.
They're all eating each other before you can eat them. No.
I am going to the stage to speak with Fat Stan when he gets a minute, and Stanky Jill.
Okay.
Just for the record.
Yeah.
So that is the food you get. That is what you are
Yeah.
eating, Mr.
When
Dimension.
he's eating, he will deliver his critique. If we want to go to Spencer for now, and then I can give my critique in a little bit after that.
I mean, we already know what I would be doing, so why don't we go to like Tempest or Junkyard
Yeah,
and
are they
see
just
what they're
gonna watch?
What do you
Are
guys
they just
wanna
gonna? Are they just gonna watch Mr. Dimension eat and get ready to call a waiter for his critique or something?
Junkyard's wandering around by the tables and discreetly, like, telepathically moving anything they drop into her mouth or to her body under her cape for later. Discreetly, but everyone can tell and they're really disgusted.
Well, Tempest is from a pretty well-to-do family, given the fact that her parents are willing to pay for college as long as she does something with herself in her free time. So, I mean, she's dressed to fit in pretty well. A little higher, on the higher end of the people. And I guess she's going to head to... Is there, like, an area of people who are, like, more dancing, listening to the music? Or is it all just food?
It's mostly like the people closer to the stage on their tables are kind of more maybe positioning to listen to the music, but there's not too much dancing. There are like a few people on the sides, but it's very limited.
Well, I guess
The Boomers' music in general just isn't much dance music. I mean, it's just not appropriate. If kids were dancing, we all know what that would lead to. So.
Wait, what's the genre of music?
Uplifting and wholesome.
Classical.
Because it, in the 50s was around when rock and roll was starting, and a lot of adults at the time were like, this is the devil's music kind of stuff, and so whatever would be the opposite of that, essentially.
So yeah.
All right. I could paint to that.
So
Set up
she
a
is
little
also...
easel.
Sorry.
Feel artsy. Oh, go on.
I was going to say, she's also probably going to sit down and order... She's going to pick, like, the most difficult thing to make, right? And order that.
What is the most difficult thing to make?
So, like,
Well, it depends
so, like
on how confident she feels in not getting poisoned.
puffer fish.
Oh, yeah,
Good?
that's good. You got to make sure it's not poisonous.
It's
She's
a restaurant. You gotta uphold it.
She's
What?
googling.
Even if it's written by
I'm
evil
working
person.
on
Willie.
it. I'm looking it up.
Wet
Looking
Willie,
up
you go up
hard things to
kind
make.
of in the middle of a song. They're kind of just taking a little water break, kind of resting, kind of stretching after a good number, basically.
Hey, Tubby! Fat Stan, it's me!
Who said that?
Me, it's William!
What?
William McDougal!
My eyes are deceiving me, William, you dog, you! Get over here!
Well, I can't. There's a stage in the way.
Oh, freak! I'll come down there!
No, you'll break a hip coming down here.
Alright, then I guess we'll talk from here. What are you doing?
Well, I am attending the La Gabrielle for the first and probably last time.
Me too!
This is your first gig here?
Oh, not that part, but the last part, yes.
How are your hip replacements doing?
Oh, I got the double hipper, and I'm nimble as a minx.
All
And
three of them are
clearly,
doing well.
I saw you almost considering breaking a move, and I thought, oh no, Fat Stan wouldn't do that.
I'm a little too fat for that.
I was going to say you've lost a significant amount of weight.
And you see he's got like some excess skin kind of just like drooping. Yep, I went on the Atkins diet and lost
Stanky
some
Jill!
serious weight.
Stanky!
Oh, she
Jill!
doesn't have her earpieces in. She can't hear.
Well, it makes sense. Playing the drums all night is very loud. Get her attention, Stan!
Oh, I'll tell her you said hi. Here, wait.
No! We used to date in
Oh.
high school!
Oh.
I want to speak to her and relive the glory days.
All right, he kind of shuffles over, and he kind of grabs her by her her outfit and kind of pulls her and points towards you, and you see him kind of wording some stuff, and she's like, what? And she comes over. Is that William?
It is, Jill.
William! Man, it's been years.
Air kisses, Jill, air kisses.
Oh, mwah. Howard.
It reminds me of when we went to homecoming together.
Oh man, those were the best. That was
After
the best
the quarterback
night.
threw the game-winning touchdown. Glory to our high school.
Yeah, what was our high school? I can't remember.
Oh, the high school that we went to was Francis L. Dougal High School. Not to be confused with me, William McDougal.
The mascot was the Spuds.
Oh, those were great
What was
times.
our mascot again, Jill?
It was the orangutans.
Oh, the orangutans. Yes.
Good times. Are you just gonna listen to our show?
Are you single?
Are you single?
Oh, I am married to my work, Jill. It never would have worked out between us.
Oh, freak. Oh, I know. I loved
Your
music.
parents were way too intolerant.
I loved music, and you loved radioactive water facilities.
That was my hobby.
Well, hopefully you enjoy the show. I gotta go.
Of course. I love your music.
I can't hear you anymore. Bye.
It never would have worked out between us.
All right.
Man.
Well, that was some great dialogue.
That was some closure.
This might be
Wet Willie.
I mean, this might be 4 episodes now with all this dialogue in here.
Someone get paid to write that scene. Sorry.
So yeah, you got your food back. You
Yeah.
have your what did you buy, Tempest? What are you ordering?
Okay, no, she actually goes for, she's going for eggs, actually, because, no, it actually is supposed to be something really hard for pro chefs to make because it's so easy that it's super easy to mess it up.
So
Clever.
what about eggs?
So she's
Like
very
scrambled
specific
eggs?
about how she wants, eggs Benedict, yeah, she goes eggs Benedict, and that's what she wants. And then some
All right.
fancy dessert.
Okay. They come out with your amazing bowl of cereal, the eggs Benedict. They also, what do you want, Junkyard?
Oh, I'm not hungry. I'll eat the leftovers.
Okay. She doesn't get anything. You guys eat it. It is actually probably the best food you've ever tasted. It is perfectly well done, exactly how you're wanting it.
There's no way.
Yes.
There is
a
no way.
Shh, guys, I got this. Okay, I need to pull out something here and put it in the pot where no one's looking. Oh, is that a wart? Wow, how did I get that? Wow, why is it in the bowl?
No, you should dump a spider in the bowl and then Tempest will freak out because that's her weakness.
What's this fly doing in my soup? The backstroke, obviously.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Anyway.
All right,
Normally we charge
Junkrat puts a
50
spider in
cents
your
extra for that.
eggs.
Anyway, Mr. Dimension is rather impressed. He's like, wow, guess I gotta kind of make this up if I want to get the attention of the chef here. He calls for a waiter and he says, waiter, I have a few words about this food here. If you don't mind. So are the waiters here human or are they breakfast people?
They're also breakfast people.
What kind of breakfast people, if I may
These
ask?
ones are actually made of chicken tenders, so they're also different types of foods. Yes, sir. Was your meal exquisite? Was it marvelous to your taste? But
it was exquisitely awkward and unusual, I must say. Now,
No.
as my professional opinion, I would like to speak nothing but my own opinions, of course. But I asked for a bowl of cereal here, and you delivered a wonderful, impeccable bowl of cereal. However, I think this restaurant has they've completely lost the soul of the art of the bowl of cereal. I think that not only did they choose milk that should not go in the same bowl as cereal should, you used, let's see, what was this? 2.7% milk here. Everyone knows it is exactly 2% and no more and no less that should go in a bowl of cereal. Okay, that's it. Every kid knows that. I don't know why your chef doesn't know that. Also,
it is for the cream.
I'm not done yet. Okay, listen. This French toast stuff here. Okay, so this is actually French toast. Now that's funny. That's funny. Good job. I wanted cereal. Okay. I actually you expect me to just take this cheap bit of garbage that's not even what I asked for.
This is cinnamon toast crunch.
No.
Toast
See,
crunch.
It's
made of
cinnamon
toast,
toast, and it is crunchy, but it is not cinnamon toast crunch. Okay, this is a lie. This is trying too hard. This is not the bowl of cereal I asked for. I want to know what on earth possessed your chef to lose sight of food to such a degree to make this Frankenstein of a piece here.
Sir, that is great feedback. I will go and explain to the chef right now.
I feel like I should.
And he goes back into the kitchen
tell
area.
him exactly verbatim, please.
And the band isn't playing anymore, and all of a sudden you hear, "What? What did he say? This is grateful slap."
I adjust my tie. I just
French toast. It's a bowl with some milk, and he says it was not a cereal.
I try to
and
adjust
everyone's
my tie
just
to
like
show that I'm
very
not
quiet.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of is like, "Oh crap! Like this is not good." And the waiter comes back out and he says, "The chef he would like to speak with you up in the office. You have a lot of feedback for him, and he has feel that you have slighted his honor as a chef."
Well, it sounds like he can't take constructive criticism. But but we will certainly go and meet him. All right, come on, Franco, to Tempest into Junkyard.
What?
And also, if he can get the attention of Wet Willie, he said, "All right, we're going."
All right, well,
we
Willie's
all
over by
go
stage.
with him.
What is Willie doing? Is he still socializing?
Has he got my attention? I'll go
I
with him.
try, like I said, Willie, we have a meeting upstairs.
Of course, let us go.
All right. The waiter takes you over to the elevator that is next to the staircase. You guys are taken to the second level, and as you enter the second level, you pass a number of more burly-looking food people, ranging from like a T-bone steak-looking guy to a shrimp, and also what else is really kind of funny food?
A whole turkey.
A whole
banana.
A banana dude and a turkey.
Some of this stuff doesn't seem very breakfasty. I mean, who has shrimp for breakfast?
Oh, it's the guy makes more than breakfast food. There's a lot of.
I was gonna say, like, where's the bacon butlers? Where's the exciting egg educators? Where's the I don't know.
Bratwurst.
The bacon butlers were downstairs serving people, so that's where they were.
Okay.
That's who you yelled at. No, that was the
You
head.
see as you walk through the hallway, a lot of them are kind of eyeing you very angrily. You see a lot of them are armed also, and they lead you to the last door on the left, and inside is a fine personal kitchen fine granite countertops, a large island with multiple grills and pans and cooking utensils, everything you would need. And you see a squat man who has a long mustache and a beard that is kind of braided down the front. You see he has a scar over his right eye, and he's in the middle of testing his flavoring on his soup, giving a little nibble on the spoon like this with his tongue. And he says, so you are the one that has critiqued my greatest work.
I'd like to assume that you are the fabled Garson.
Oui.
All right. Well, thank you very much for having us here today, Garson. And I would tell you, Garson, or in other words, or to put it in another language, boy. Let me tell you that I asked for a bowl of cereal. I got a bowl of French toast. I don't know what else to tell you. I feel like the critique is simple enough right there.
No, I do not believe this. It was handmade French toast.
Yeah, that was the problem. You tried too hard. I already went over this.
Well, I also know that you have a friend of mine who told me that you were coming.
A friend? Who might that be, boy?
And as he looks behind you, comes out Pancake.
Of course.
Does he
Yeah,
I don't recognize that person.
And then he takes off his mustache.
Oh!
I told them, Garson. I told you they'd come. They're out to get you. But you're my father, and I want your approval.
I can't even be mad at him, really.
Yeah, so why are you here?
Well,
we believe that you are in cahoots with a newt napper, someone who kidnaps newts, specifically our friend Dr. Joey. You prepared for him an exquisite array of evil appetizing meals to defeat us and all the other newts in his slippery caper.
You are correct about a few things. I do not know who this Joey is or where he is. All I do is provide the manpower that the underworld needs. But since you are superheroes, I must eradicate you. You're bad for my business.
That seems entirely incorrect, because consider this. If we did not exist, then there would no longer be supervillains, which would no longer necessitate your existence. They would no longer need henchmen, because the villain would have no opposition. And at which point, where would all the food go? You would be out of a job, forced to peddle your soup on a corner. No, my friend, you need us more than we need you.
Silence! Pancake attack!
Oh, you want bad for business? I'm so giving this place 0 stars and telling them about the nasty whatever that was in my food.
Yeah, you better fear her. She's the best at Googling.
I know that's what's
She
from
can find
Junkyard.
What?
I know that was from Junkyard. All right, we're going to begin the combat. All right.
What is the setup? What are we looking at? What type of room are we in? How close is this beefy boy and this shrimp cake? What about that banana? Is he slipping on in here? What's up?
So right now it is just you. You are at the entrance. Pancake is behind you in the doorway. The Garson is in front of you. In between you is a large island with pots, pans, cooking utensils that are either hot, cold, things like that. The rest of the room is mostly ovens and kind of like a normal kind of kitchen to test and maybe experiment on recipes. So
Is there a door?
there is a door behind
Does the
him.
door shut? Or is it just an
Yes.
open archway?
It is.
Okay,
It can be
perfect.
shut.
I take my movement to roll in front of the door, close it, and put on my brakes.
That's great. Awesome. Okay. All right. Who wants to go next on team? How did we do combat last time? Did we alternate, or did we just do heroes
I
and
think
then
it was like
villains?
heroes
Heroes
and then
and
all
villains.
the villains.
Okay, let's just do that. So we'll have all the heroes go first.
I can go next. I'm gonna walk around and use Third Dimension Plus, which basically I don't have much of an explanation for this one, but basically adds mass or power into his fist. It's the power of the third dimension of his fist, but like more so. And that's why he's able to clobber him. So I believe even though that is like a punch, I'm still using a power, so I'm rolling power for that one, right?
Correct.
Cool. That is a 9.
9, and then who are you attacking? Are you attacking the Garson,
Garson,
or are you
yeah.
attacking Pancake?
The Garson.
All right, let's see. You got a 9.
Mm-hmm.
You got a 15. So what? How do you attack?
So again, like it's kind of like preparing my fist, and the mass and the matter is getting more substantial, so that there's more to clobber him. And I was just like trying to go right for his mustachioed face.
So as you are punching him, he pulls out a spatula and he actually flips your fist out of the way.
I love it. Actually,
Wow.
I hate
That's
it, but I love
what
it.
he does. Okay, we got Tempest and we have Junkyard. Who wants to go next?
Tempest.
Okay, what is Tempest
Okay, so
doing?
how are the minions lined up or spread around?
They're outside. I blocked
Oh.
them off.
So it's just us and Garson
And the pancake.
and the
Right.
pancake. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I am
Bless your brakes. Where it will
Wind Blast to deal 1d6 damage to an adjacent enemy and push back 1 space. And it's gonna be, I'm assuming I'm towards the back, so Pancake was probably like next to me, so I'm gonna go for him.
Okay, go for it.
Please do more damage than just 2,
Pancake
like
didn't,
last time.
Pancake didn't do well.
You just cursed me!
She rolled a 2.
Pancake got an 8. Is that just automatic damage, or is that just
Well, it doesn't really, I mean, I have to roll power first, right?
So I would
Yeah.
assume you'd roll power and see if you could
Yeah,
beat his defense,
that's
and then
5.
he got an 8. So
Thank
you
you,
shoot your
Spencer.
wind blast. How do you shoot your wind blast backwards to try to squish Pancake against the wall? But he just has too many holes in his torso from the last fight. The wind kind of just goes through him almost. All right, Junkyard.
So my H combat power is actually named Food Fight. So great. This one I can attack up to 3 enemies, and so there's just Garson and Pancake in here, right? Okay. So
Hey, look what I found!
and I lift my cape, and like 2 forks come flying out at Garson and Pancake. And
Okay, so you need to roll 2 attacks. Is that how it works?
so
And you divide the damage?
the first enemy takes full damage. The second enemy takes half damage.
Okay.
So, do I roll to hit?
So
or-
I'll roll for... Who are you targeting first? Pancake or
I'm going to
Garson?
target Pancake.
Okay. Yeah, so what did you get on that? So he
Do
failed.
I add anything to it?
You add your power.
And I got a 12.
So you hit Pancake, and then you need to roll again for the Garson.
Okay. Yes. That's a 6 to hit.
So you do not hit the Garson. You hit Pancake, though. So you do your damage, that 1d6 damage. Which could be really good.
3.
3, all right. So what happens? You shoot forks out to hit Pancake?
Yeah, and like,
If no one wants you after, dibs.
All right. So we got Pancake and Garson are up. Pancake is going to go to punch Junkrat because you're or Junkyard, sorry. So he's going to make a pound attack with his fists. That is a 21. So you're going to roll on that your armor. You get nailed. I'm going to just roll to see if I can get more than 2. Does 1 damage to you.
Oh, thank goodness.
So make sure you keep track of your hit points, which are your yip.
Yep.
The Garson is going to use an ability called Hot Sauce. So he chugs a giant vial of hot sauce and he sprays it in your general direction, and you see kind of fiery heat come out. So all of you guys are going to have to roll defense.
I got 19.
12.
10.
5. How close is he?
Is he? He's fairly close to you. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go Tempest. He got a 15. Does that beat you?
Yep.
Your score? Okay. Oh, wow. All right, Mr. Dimension, he got a 24.
What?
Does that hit you?
What? I had a 19. That's stupid.
He got a 19 on his dice roll.
He really did.
He did. And then we'll go with Willie. Willie, he got a 9.
Oh, yeah, he beats me.
All right, and then we got Junkyard. 15.
Dang it, yeah.
All right, we're just going to do a 1 dice roll for everybody. So you all take 4 damage as the hot sauce begins to burn you. And that is the Garson's turn. Pancake has done his thing. The minions outside are going to start banging on the door. So let's see how they do. They blow it, so they are not able to get through this round. So that is the villain's turn. So heroes are up now.
Okay.
How's Pancake looking?
Can anyone just go?
Yeah, anyone can really just go whenever they want. It's kind of a fluid combat.
I'm gonna throw a brick at Garson.
Is that your food fight again? So remember, every time you use a power, every time you use a power, you lose one of your charges. So everyone has 6. So make sure you keep track of that.
Okay.
Okay, so sticks and bricks.
Yeah, I lift my pants and pull out a brick.
Did you just drop a brick?
I just dropped a brick.
Roll an attack roll then.
Yes.
What'd you get?
19 plus 3.
He blew it. So you nail him. So what do?
I go for his, he's gonna say hat, but that does nothing. I'll go for his spatula hand.
A spatula hand?
Yes.
Okay, so he has 1 spatula. You throw the brick. It hits against his arm. You hear kind of a crunch sound as he winces.
Is this the D8?
Yeah, that's the one right there.
Oh, I rolled an 8. Yes!
All right, you nailed him. Really, really well. You stinker.
Bricks will break bones.
All right, so who wants to go next? We got Willie, Tempest,
I'll go ahead and go
Mr.
next.
Dimension.
Oh, what?
Okay. I was gonna go next and use Wet Assist and just say, Tempest, use this next time! And I open the flask again, the water flask that I have in my suit pocket, and it coats Tempest's hands in water. So now when she does her attacks, she has +2 damage to every attack for 3 rounds.
Sweet.
Okay. I'm going to use... So, Mr. Dimension is going to use his 3rd charge of powers. I'm going to use 3rd Dimension Plus again. Let's hope this works.
Who are you attacking, Garson or
attacking Garson?
Pancake?
I've got a 10.
He got a 9.
Oh!
I was about to lose my mind.
Remind me how physical damage works. Like non-power.
Yeah, you
have to use imp.
I know, but damage.
It should
It's a
say...
1d4.
Oh, yeah, the normal one is 1d4.
Yeah, but 6 damage.
6 damage? Shut the front door.
Yes.
Yield, you son of a...
Son of a biscuit.
So he is going to... we got Tempest. Tempest, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna do Wind Blast again, but this time going for Garson. And I got a 16.
Ooh, he got a 22
He sucks.
on his defense roll. You shoot this wind blast with the bits of water kind of dripping off your fingers. He pulls out his big kitchen knife and just slices through the wind.
I know what that's from.
And now it's his turn. He goes over to his kitchen and begins to chop up some food really, really quickly and mix things up. And he throws out slash brown, this
What?
giant hash brown.
The puns in this are on point.
This is all from the book. He cooks up a slash brown, and this guy comes out with 2 potato slice daggers, and he goes over to Mr. Dimension and begins to attack with his potato tornado. And he's going to attack, and that sucked. He got a 6.
I got a 10.
Okay, so you were able to avoid the attack. Pancake is going to go for Tempest this time, and got a 19 to hit you.
Yeah.
Roll over.
I know.
Sorry, yeah.
It's a 16, so it hits.
All right, you got
seem
3
distracted.
damage
Oh.
as he kind of pounds his doughy fist into your back. And then the Garson, he is going to attack Junkyard
Did Garson
with
not
his...
just go, and did he not just attack Mr. Dimension? You're not telling me he has 2 attacks.
Does he have... Because he also created... Didn't he also create the hash brown
Alright,
too?
Fine. He's done.
Well,
Everybody
Slash Browns were
wins.
like some weapons he made. It wasn't like an entity, was it?
It was a person.
No, yeah.
It was a person he made. So yeah, so that is their turn. You guys are up. You have Pancake, Slash Brown, and the Garson in front of you.
Well, that's stupid. Mr. Dimension will do another... honestly, I don't see how any of my other powers are going to be helpful in this case. So another 3rd dimension plus.
Third dimension.
Actually, before you go, I'm gonna cast Wet Assist on
Okay.
you, or I'm gonna throw a Wet Assist on you.
Say one.
That doesn't
Say it
sound
one more
good. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna expend a power and enable you to have +2 on your damage for 3
Excellent.
rounds via Wet
If you
Assist.
can't even say the name of your power.
Plus two
that's
to
a clue.
to the attack roll or to the damage? You said the damage?
To the damage.
To the damage.
Well, that's cool. Alright, so I got a 17 to hit
Who are you fighting?
Garson, naturally.
18.
No!
Oh my god.
Not lying at all.
I need to start saying that I give these powers after you guys roll.
It was literally 15 plus 3, 18,
Dude.
man.
Dude,
Okay.
bro.
I'm going for Garson too, and I got a nat 20 plus 3, so 23.
If you tell me...
I
No!
hate you!
No, you did
No.
not.
No,
You got
But the
a
thing
natural
is,
20.
even if he gets a nat
I
20,
mean,
that's only
You got
23,
a
so that means
23,
that you
so
still
it
hit.
hits still, yeah, because we're going to the attacker, so you hit.
Garson's a fighter.
Garson knows what he's
It's
doing.
not going down.
He's like the guy in One Piece, that like pirate chef.
Oh yeah. Oh, that guy.
Woo!
So
I
how
got
much
6
damage
plus,
you doing?
plus 2, right?
8 damage.
So 8.
Nice.
All right.
And he
So
gets pushed back a space without avoiding hazards.
the Garson is knocked onto his butt. You see that he is kind of cowering in the corner, and he does not seem to be actively wanting to attack you anymore.
Oh.
Hot
you
sauce
see-
me, why don't ya?
You see that the Slash Brown and Pancake are both kind of backing up also. Just kind of not wanting to fight, since the Garson is not wanting to fight anymore. Please, I'll tell you anything I know.
Perfect.
Put the pancake in the oven. Teach him a
talking.
lesson.
Start talking about Dr. Joey, or if nothing else, tell us about the person that you made the Breakfast Club warriors for, the trenched individual.
Okay, well, I don't know about this Joey. I do know about the man that hired the Breakfast Club. His name is North Star.
North Star.
That's all he told me. He actually screwed me over. And we were kind of beginning to investigate him, and we found out some information about, where he visits, what he does, but we haven't gotten enough to act on it ourselves. But he screwed me out of a lot of money.
Well, maybe we can.
What? Maybe we can help with that. What do you know about how we can get in touch with him?
What information do you have on him?
What I know is that he frequents a clinic in the factory district.
Is your accent fake?
Yes.
It seems now that we have defeated you, you speak normal.
Yeah, I did not want to do that anymore.
We beat you sober.
I'm really bad at accents.
So now instead of Garson, we're going to call you the Garson.
Oh, trash burn. I love that trash. You're peeping on him. Good job.
Where does he frequent exactly?
Yeah, so this clinic.
It's called Tildy's Clinic.
Tildy's Clinic.
Tildy's or Tildy's?
Tildy's. It's in the factory district. There's a lot of different factories and fabricators and it's kind of a poorer area, and she does a lot of like bono work for people who work in these areas, and so we keeping an eye on him, and a lot of times we found him. He goes to visit this clinic. Yeah, that guy's bad. He's pretty powerful. I don't think he's not any of the supervillains that I know of. I mean, I know most of everybody in the town. Everyone comes to me for muscle, but I've never seen this guy.
Okay, then. That is all you know about North Star, then?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I was able to get on him in the few days we've had.
Pretty much. What are you leaving out?
Nothing.
So,
if
are
you
we
want to
gonna
roll
ally?
impact.
I got a 21.
He did ask a lot of questions when he was here negotiating about getting the breakfast crew with him for a lot of heavy kind of medical machinery. I mean, he didn't tell me anything, but I mean, I gave him a few of my contacts that sell this kind of machinery, but it seems like, I mean, that's all I really know.
Will you give us those same contacts?
I mean, they don't really know too much. They just sell and buy stuff, but...
We're not good at Googling. You gotta give us direct contacts.
Well, the main one that I work with is Mac. Mac's the medical guy. He sells a lot of medical...
Mac of Mac Medicine?
Yeah, Mac... Well...
Is he a superhero? Would
No.
his name be Biomac?
He's not a superhero, let me tell you that. He sells medical equipment to legal doctors that work on crime lords, so... yeah.
Technically, is what you are doing illegal? Do we need to arrest you?
No, you don't. I'm not evil.
Tempest, you know the law, right? Is this allowed? To be an arms dealer, essentially? An illicit breakfast trader?
Well,
I
don't know.
It's
Do you have-
medical equipment.
Do you have the paperwork?
Yeah, permits.
Yeah, totally.
Can I see
let me
this paperwork?
let me go into my office and grab it for you.
I follow him.
As he walks through the door, he kind of pushes all of his breakfast food guards and banana person and everything in the way and books it downstairs.
Tempest, I think his papers had expired or something that he wants to hide.
Probably, but do we really care right now?
I mean, no one wants to do paperwork.
I mean, we can report him to the group, and they can probably send someone else. But we're still trying to get Dr. Joey. We're trying to save Dr. Joey, guys. We gotta save Dr. Joey.
We'll send Gutbuster in here, and he'll have a fantastic day, just eating his way through all the defenses.
That is true. Also, Garson.
You gone?
Oh, that's right.
Your boy
he writes
is gone.
Mr. Dimension writes a note addressed to Garson saying, "Your bowl of cereal was fantastic."
As a superhero, he's legally bound not to lie.
Or his powers go away. That's So
Unnecessary Evil is the source for all things evil. Whether it's tips to write a better villain or tips on how to be a better villain. Part of the Necropodicon Network. Necropodicon. Hard to pronounce, easy to listen.
Dun, da, 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 da.